Hello, everyone. 9 o'clock, August 30th. In a few hours, as I remember my mom, it's a sad day for me. And I've been trying to do some different stuff. Sometimes the music's too loud. Sometimes I'm promoting somebody else's channel. I'm getting to it. Don't hang up yet. I'm trying to get my thoughts together. Nineteen, no, 20 years ago. But it's just like a baby being born. It's not 9/11 yet. It will be. We are officially, militarily out of Afghanistan. Thank you, Blinken. You only made me wait until you got all the planes off the ground and left all the Americans behind. And by the way, you left the K9 squad behind. And I know they're just a bunch of old dogs which will never fit into society because they're trained to attack people that smell a certain way. They're trained to sniff out bombs. How can they ever integrate into our society? Well, most of you know I had a Shiloh. And I mean, his first 3 years, I did everything I could. Because I was going to donate him and do the right thing. And they told me this when I took him for review. You did a great job with him. He's your service dog. You're too old to go. Don't I know that today? Well, officially, I'm not reading anything, but I do have my new glasses. This is going to be off the cuff. What in the world did we do for 20 years over there? Honestly. And now we have somebody, in my opinion, who's just like my dad the last few years of his life. Parkinson's, dementia, kidney failure, and who knows what he dealt with in Korea at Chosun Reservoir. I don't know, look it up. I'm not going to give you all the answers easily. But it's a very sad day for me. I have friends, and not so friendly friends, in South Lake Tahoe. What is the one word I'm tired of hearing? Evacuations. And where have we evacuated from? Well, Sunday, the New York subway, suddenly, 2 lines just got working. And so most people just got out and started walking home. I don't know if you've ever been on a subway. But if you touch two pieces of wire, be the shock of your last life. And so they shut that down too. Everything come up. I guess it was just a computer hack. And like I mentioned, probably last Wednesday, you know, I have a thing for dates. Not that I'm dating, although somebody did show me tonight the picture of her two kids. Well, anyway, I talked about Katrina, and it would come in, it'd do the same exact thing, except I said it'd be worse. Most people don't comment, they usually just listen and share. Two levees did fail. Electricity is out for weeks. It was 90 degrees there today with no air conditioning, no water, water everywhere, but not a drop to drink. And I feel like Pulaski, redheaded girl, who was very upset at the White House press briefing. She was very agitated. And Uncle Joe keeps getting lost. Well, let's see if I understand this right. Kamala Harris canceled her trip to Vietnam because the Havana syndrome, which is old technology from the 80s. It's just, you microwave the person next door. I guess they can do it from satellites now. So we haven't seen her. And Uncle Joe seems to care more about getting to his next meeting, which I don't think so. I think he's just like my dad. What is it? Hemodialysis, which Bonnie didn't want to do at home because she has to lay next to somebody whose blood is going to an outside mechanical kidney and then coming back in, and she wouldn't know what to do if something happened. And she advertised herself as a nursing aide. All right, enough of that. Yeah, I really thought about attacking her last video, but instead I attacked Rick Joyner and the guy that runs Square Pillows and Lance Wallnau. You know why? I'll tell you why, and I'll tell you straight up, and I'm going to tell you how it is. I had to put up with everybody older than me saying, "Oh, you're young. You'll be fine. Just wait your time." And then when my time came, all these young bucks came up and said, "No, you're an old geezer. We don't want you. We're taking over." Well, do you be a nice guy? Or do you trust Jesus Christ, your Lord and Savior? I remember when I sit back, I'm going to tell you a little story about my dad. The way they come up until my RAM and memory, no, not my memory, but computer memory shuts down. He used to say, You're the only man in the world. And I wasn't really a man. I was just like 20. Oh, 13 soldiers died that were probably wearing diapers when Afghanistan started. He said you always follow in a poop hole. Remember, had outhouses, and you always come out smelling like a rose. It's an implant. I never really knew what all that stuff meant. But I do know this, they never listened to me. Oh, if you're looking, I just woke up. The flag today, when Blinken spoke at the Department of Defense in some part of some White House somewhere on some east or west wing or Atlanta, Georgia, the United States flag no longer has a gold fringe around it, which means coded message. We're not at war anymore. And if you look at the flag, because this is how I was raised, I pledge allegiance to the flag and don't want to get banned. The eagle was turned toward the olive leaf. They must have changed the rules since I was in grade school. When you're at war, the head turns toward the arrows. So that was on my mind tonight. The other thing is on my mind, I'm a little ticked off. Morgan City was not affected by this at all. And 16 years ago, when I was at the table of the prophets, not naming names, I told them, don't spend that $16 billion in New Orleans. It's a soup bowl. Go over to Morgan City. That needs protected, and it's above sea level. They all laughed and said, well, you believe in it so much, why don't you invest in it? Well, I would have if I had any money. I really would have. I'd have probably married the mayor's daughter. No, that's another story. What else? I'm getting ready to take down some videos because I've already done the alerts. The other alert was South Lake Tahoe on fire. There is a city called South Lake Tahoe. And they were told to evacuate 3 a.m. yesterday, 5 a.m. yesterday, today. And I watched a video, if you want to watch my last one, where I posted a guy. They were lined up for miles and miles and miles. Does that remind you of a song? And since that alert came out, there's been no updates. Just like with New Orleans, no update. Just like the New York subway, no update. I mean, if 2 rails were down in the subway and one was still electric, and nobody watches movies like me, what happens when you step from one rail to another? It's called electrical connection. Well, I could tell you so many more stories about what's going on, but I just don't know what you want to hear from. I don't know what you want to hear about. Oh, there's my warning. Yeah, I guess I could put on my glasses. I still have them. So I'm going to let it go with this. I'm going to keep posting videos. And you can't stop me, whether you listen to them or not. You can share them. And I don't care if you follow me or not, but you probably should. Because September 7th is coming. And I'll pick up on this more later. Thank you.